Combat games. Combat games are the games which involves one-on-one action between a player versus a the player which you control and you play against the player that has is been controlled. The fight will have no effect to be just straight fight. An example of that is EA Fight Night, which is a boxing game. I'm going to show you here an example of it. Hope it doesn't take time to load. Luckily, I already opened up the tab. See it? Um, as you can see, you pick a player, like let's see, he's gonna pick Balboa from Rocky's movie, and I think he's gonna pick Apollo Creed, and then you pick the venue and you share the controls, about to play the game, and then let me skip to the beginning of the game, the fighting bit. There. As you can see, they're fighting one-on-one. The player is controlling Rocky and the com is controlling Apollo Creed. As you can see, there's not anything special effect there, there's just pure fight, like in the real boxing world. As you can see there, he landed a knockout blow. Now let's see if he can get up, which is it's exciting and it's realistic as well. As you can see, he go up from after 5 seconds, and then fights carry on like that. Here is another example. Another game. Fast person shooter. This is a game which a player sees the action on the screen as if they're looking through the eyes of their main character. The game requires a player to use a rifle, shotgun, or a pistol. Example of first person shooter is Call of Duty. This can also be a first person shooter game because you can only see a player moving you or only to get to see your players dead or regular mission. It's an example. It's 10 minutes long, so I'll just skip to the bit where show you the example, and I'll explain it. Okay. Here, this is the first shooter where you don't see the person who's fighting. You just see the gun, and you see the action of you shooting somebody. As you can see here, he's moving, shooting as well. You get to throw grenades, flash grenades, and everything. As you can see, the gun is reloading and it's moving on like that. That's an example of a fast player shoot where you don't see the person, you just see the gun, the rifle, a shotgun, or any form of weapon. You don't see the person. It's something. Educational game, educational games. They're games that educate you on a specific subject. They'll help you to develop your thinking skills, and they will also help you to learn and have more knowledge on the top. Example of educational games. Okay, I got a site which is fanbrain.com. It's got all the games inside here. You can click play, open, let's say the math baseball game. It shows you how to play, and you keep playing like that. And I think you pick the level that you wanna play, and then there's that's a zebra style, yes or no, and then after that you just press play, and then you start playing. You see, for example, for put 6 swing, you get it right. That kind of game, which is fun. It's good for little kids. Helps them to jog the memory and have to remember quickly as well. Another educational site is Fun Trivia. This is more suitable for teens or students from year 7 up to year 9. And there's a lot of quizzes in here and daily games which we can play they help you to refresh your mind and also keep you active. Let's say press go there, and then you get to answer the questions, play the game, which is fun. And I've got an example here of a fun game, educational game, learning numbers. And this is good for little kids. As you can see here, comes one. It shows them how to write number one, and then it explains what number one is, and it tells them what is number one, how to write number one, and then number two shows them how to write number two, and then it talks about number two, and then there's number three. It shows them how to write number three, and then moves on like that. This is a good example of a game genre for little kids. It helps them to keep them active and sharp. Massive multiplayer online game. The games that you can play with a lot of players and meet different players whilst playing online. All players playing in the same world. You can host more than 10 players at the same time. It's continuous even if you log off and you log back on your current where you left off. Example of this is Sims. I've got a trailer here. We show you what the idea of the game. You get to act like a reward. You can kiss, have fun, go on date, that kind of thing. You can play like more than 10 players. Each player can control the different characters. You can see the guy is trying to kiss the girl, but the kiss getting turned down every time. As he's married to the girl, and now the girl thinks he's pregnant. Yeah, so here's an example. Massive fun game. Here's another environment. Personal games. Games that are using joystick. The PC games that either require using a keyboard or joystick. For example, there's a lot of PC games such as football, Counter-Strike, and those kind of games, and portable hand consoles. This is a video that can be handled or carried around with you, such as Nintendo DS, PSP, or Game Boy. I've got a video here of PSP. It's just a preview, but it explains what a PSP is, and it shows a PSP out of a box. There's a PSP, and that's a hand portable game. It's so small you can carry it anywhere. You can put it in your bag, you can put it in your pocket, you can walk around with it when you're traveling, what's going out. It's very good. It has the internet on it as well. It has all the things that are required as well. Mobile phone. You can play games on your mobile phone from each genre. Sometimes it depends on the phone, because on some phones you can't play the advanced games. For example, if you have an iPhone, HTC, Samsung Note, you can play high quality games. An example of a game that can be found on the iPhone, HTC, and a Samsung Note, or any high-tech Samsung phone is a Temple Run. The game is a free download, and it's very challenging, exciting. As you can see here, that's the beginning where you start and then you run around It's that kind of stuff. You jump, you go down. As you can see, it tells you that's for a beginner. If that's if first time, it shows you the direction what to do. It's a, it's a tutorial. Then after that, when you get there, the tutorial messages won't come up anymore because you've already done and learned how to play the game. Internet, you can play a variety of games for mission and multiplayer games on the internet. Example website I go is a mini clip. It's got all the games from each genre. As you can see, there's more than 1 million games in this site. You just look, search, and you play the games. Let's say if I wanna play pool, you click get pool, and it comes up there, it loads up, and then you start playing the game. As you can see, soon 100%. Yeah, there's a game, so they loaded up. You can play the game as well. And the last one is a console. You can play different. There's a lot of consoles from Xbox 360, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Here's an example of a site which has both Xbox 360 and PS3. Let me skip it a bit. Okay. Where it talks about the Xbox and it shows a PS3, the features, what's included inside, which is good. Here's about the PS3, and then about here, when we take it back here, it shows you about the Xbox 360, the console, the features, what's good, and all that stuff. So that's it. I've explained my game, the consoles and everything. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.